Hello YouTube. It's that wonderful time of year. The time of year full of parties and more parties, and also a little thing about all the young men and women of America moving on to the next step of their lives. It's graduation time. And to all of you who graduated, congratulations. To those of you who graduated college, you're awesome. You've done something that I still haven't done yet. I'm working on it. To all those who graduated high school, well, I'd just like to say that even though there's tons of people who say one thing or the other, take it from me, a guy who, knows a little bit about this sort of thing. Go to college. Yes, not only will college give you an opportunity to live on your own in a controlled environment, which is very good, nice little stepping stone to actually living on your own fully. But it also, when you complete college, you get so much more money. I've been working for pretty much minimum wage for most of my life, and I can tell you that it sucks. So, go to college. Now, I hate my hair. I'm sure all you young filmmakers are wondering what film college what you should go to. What film college should you go to? There we go. And I'd like to answer this with two statements. 1, go to college. 2, don't go to college for film. Now you may be wondering what's that supposed to mean. So I'm gonna start you out with the first one. 1, go to college. Why? Because then, when you're pursuing your film career, you'll have something to fall back on, something to support yourself, any significant others, anyone. You'll be able to support yourself, be able to buy nice things, be able to put more into your portfolio. You'll be able to get more expensive equipment. It'll open yourself up for some more employment opportunities. And you'll also need to pay for the film school you go to, and having even an associate's degree is a massive leg up. Let me tell you, trying to find the money for film school working minimum wage is not gonna work unless you get a ton of scholarships. And if you did, that's great, go ahead. But to those of you who haven't gotten scholarships, or who have just now started to look for scholarships, which I hate to say it's a little too late. You need to look for scholarships at least one semester ahead of when you want it to be. Because colleges do that. So, what would I suggest for a major? Well, I would probably go into either business or IT. I would not go into nursing, and here's why. Nursing is very time consuming. I have a friend who's a nurse. It consumes a lot of his life. I mean, if that's what you want to do, if what you want to do is nurse, that's great. But if you're looking for something to hold you over while you're getting your film career set up, nursing's probably not the smartest way to go. Neither is law. Just saying. Psychology could work. But you need something that will be able to get you money fairly quickly, without having to necessarily set up your career too much. Because it's not going to be your career, it's going to be your job while you work on your career. That's the mindset you need to be in. Now, the second part. Don't go to film school for film. Now, let me explain this. Most people, when they go to film school, I experienced this when I went to film school, it's not necessarily, don't necessarily get a degree in film. If I had continued there, I would have gotten a degree in film and media studies, not film production. So after my last statement, there's a great big asterisk after it saying, unless you want to study film theory, unless you want to be a film scholar. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually pretty dang cool. A lot of my teachers were film scholars. But if you're going to go into the production side, that's probably not the smartest way to go, because I had to go through, I think, like a year or two if I hadn't transferred over from a community college, I would have had to go there like 2.5 years or something before I'd even get to touch a camera, and that's especially since it was a 4-year school. You also might be plagued by bad teachers now, especially those with new film programs. The one sticks out to me. My film aesthetics teacher, I believe it was film aesthetics. The film aesthetics teacher was not a film major. She was a mass medium or mass communications major, and she was weird. She was really weird. Their second class wasn't even about film. It was about how all these 5 corporations controlled all of media. And I'm sitting there, I don't care. Show me how to make films that look good. And there's another thing she did. Oh, it was weird. She was trying to make some point about how humanity and technology would eventually, mesh. And how that would open up interesting new venues for entertainment. Now, what this had to do with film aesthetics, I really had no idea. But I was interested in the class and thinking, oh, hey, yeah. I mean, we are getting closer and closer to the land of Shadowrun, where we'll be able to browse the internet by looking into our glasses. But she showed us this weird film about these, like, robots that wanted to be human or something. They're like sex robots or something. I don't know. They like needed male genetic material to survive or something, and they were spreading this STD to all these men or something. I don't know. I really wasn't paying too much attention. The whole time I was watching this, I was thinking, this could probably be done a whole lot better by just watching the first episode of Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. Because it covered all of the same things, only it did it better and made it more understandable. And it wasn't weird. I mean, it made perfect sense. I mean, the guy transferred his mind into a giant killer robot tank because he was angry at his parents because he felt like they chose their religion, their beliefs over his life. And that brings up so many interesting avenues of conversation. But no, it's about weird. Anyway, what should you do if you want to do film? Well, there are a couple avenues you could go. One, you could go into film at a film school, learn about theory. That's not necessarily bad. I've done it. It's pretty fun. I don't regret going. Then that's what Bingham did. Chris Bingham of Slow Mozo and Bing Radio. Past Bing, future Bing fame. But what will really catapult you is an internship. Not an internship, an apprenticeship. An apprenticeship, that's what I meant to say. They have this thing called Film Connection, which is something I'm gonna look into going into. That is specifically, you are basically apprenticed out to a filmmaker, to a producer, a director, etc., etc. And you learn about the film process by doing it. And that's pretty cool. I think that's kind of where you need to go with this. It's kind of like any art necessarily, because you can't really learn from a school how to put art on, especially when it's an art like film, where it's not just an art, it's also a business. One-on-one apprenticeship will work a whole lot better for that. So I would look into, for those just getting out of high school, I would look into one, getting into a community college at the very least, and at least getting something. Not general studies, because that's just, it's like having a degree in general studies. I mean, it shows that you went to school, but getting something more concrete, like perhaps IT or business. Business actually work pretty good with film, actually, now I think about it. Then move on to, once you're comfortable in that, or before it's even done, after you've done like a year or two and you're almost done, you look into an apprenticeship. Either by directly calling someone, like a director of photography, and asking to be the second assistant cameraman, or going to the Film Connection, or just apprenticing out, or like kind of like Bingham did, make a ton of videos. Actually make videos. I'm not talking about, you know, the vlog videos. I'm talking about things like Kings of Men, which if you haven't seen is awesome. So that's my 2 cents. Take it for what you will, but either way, however you go, good job on graduating. It's awesome. Now, I will be talking next time, hopefully with my friend Nathan, about Pendleton Ward of Bravest Warriors and Adventure Time fame. And that should be pretty fun. So, you guys have a great summer. Don't get too inebriated and get your whole college thing situated. Because it's already too late, so you need to, like, shove it together, glue it together. Well, this is me signing off. You have a good one.